Hey there, I'm Jer, and welcome back to episode 25 of the C4 Restoration Diary series. You know, just because you have brand new tires, that doesn't mean you won't get a flat.
Here I am on the Corvette back wheel, driver's side. I guess I found out where the leak is. It's the valve stem on this thing. All right, need a new valve stem on this tire.
So now it's the end of 2022, so that means it's time to fire up the old C4 cash incinerator. All right, year-end totals for 2022 are $12.95. Yeah, that's it. The only thing I bought was that little blend door clip that broke. I got that from the junkyard guy, and it was only $13, and that price probably doesn't include shipping, so it might be a little bit higher for that year. Just like every year. So, in total, that I've spent on the C4 thus far is $7,710. So that's not too bad. That means I've only spent $1,101 per year. And we're going to say that's over 7 years. So $1,000 a year for a used car, that ain't bad, right? Now it's time to move on to 2023.
Oh, wonderful. So I just moved C4 out of the way to work on another vehicle, and noticed there was some weird noises coming from underneath the vehicle and this puddle of fluid, and it's red. So now I've got a transmission leak. Ugh, this car is just, oh my gosh. This car is a full-time job. Oh well, so there's something else to add to the list. So now I'm looking at rough idle, maybe fuel injectors, and transmission problems. Ugh. Oh, let's just have a general status update on the condition of the C4 right now. It's been raining all this morning, and I haven't covered it up. I'm basically done trying to cover up this car because the paint is just falling apart at this point. And it is mainly waterproof. I think this side, you know, I'm not really seeing anything. I'm seeing marks of water, but it's not wet in here. I mean, if there was a lot of wetness, it wouldn't be super wet. It's a little damp over here, but the carpet and everything, this all feels dry in here. So the majority of the leaks seem to be holding up and fixed when I did all that window alignment. It's still not perfect. It cannot withstand a car wash. That is no bueno. But the rest of the car is holding up. I still need to fix this issue. IAC's working. See? Look, no code. But can you hear how it's got a terrible miss? It's going to eventually throw a code. It just has a terrible miss. So I'm guessing I have a plugged fuel injector. That would make sense because it was fine. It was fine, but it's been stuck like this for a while. So I got a list of other projects in front of this. I will get to this at some point. I'm getting wrapped up with these two cars. And then the Fiero over here. Has got to get a clutch put in it. Or actually the slave cylinder for the clutch just needs replaced, and that's it. But I have other issues with it that I just can't replace that and call it good. So, yeah. So I don't know. So got to fix that. I would think that would be an easier problem to fix than this issue. But I don't know. Because as soon as I start tearing that front end apart, I'm going to want to tear the whole thing apart. Let's turn the AC off. So I'm going to want to tear the whole thing apart. So I'll tear the whole top end apart and then try to fix those valve seals on the stems, stem cells. Stem cells. It's the stem cells. Ha ha! Anyways. So there we go. So I got it warming up right now because I'm going to back it out of the way here to do something to that car. So might as well just get some documented stuff on here because really nothing's happened on this car in a year now. It's been not been going. But I've been keeping it clean, and I've been putting Armor All on here. Not Armor All, but whatever the green stuff is, the green bottle. And this is after all fall, so just got to put a new layer on it because I'm trying to keep the car still together after all the work I put into it. Everything works, it's just engine stuff, just normal stuff, just fuel injected issues. I swear to goodness, at this point, I think a carb is easier now that I understand carburetors. Check it out. Got the C4 in the garage, so you know what that means. That means it is now going to eventually get work done. Because now it's officially in the garage. It's in the where projects die spot. But it is in the garage, so it will get done at some point. Drove it around the block for a little bit, did fine. Maybe I could be lucky and it's just like a plugged fuel filter in the gas tank or something. I guess I should pull that and check it. Check my fuel pressure, check all that stuff. I don't know. It's because like the whole system stopped for a second and then turned back on. So it was quite strange. So maybe you have a fuel starvation issue.
And then the C4 sat in the garage until December.
Rookie mistake. The battery is still connected. I thought this whole time for months, several months, that the battery was disconnected. I think I just killed this battery. It's so dead that I can now no longer charge it. I've already tried to charge it. So, oh no. So I gotta pull it out, try to charge it on the bench. I'm gonna have to essentially jump start it. I'm gonna have to jump start this battery with another battery or equivalent in another car to zap it back into life, and then maybe I can charge it. But oh my gosh, who knows what that sticker says? I can't tell. Oh, here, 21. Oh, it's a new battery. Oh, I killed it. Might be too much. Okay, whatever. Okay, this is so long. I still can't see either. It's right there. It's like right there balancing. Oh yeah, let's turn on a light and do this. Ooh. I got it. Come on. No. Oh, suit. Oh, I got it again. Oh, come on. Glove. Stupid glove. My hand caught on the glove. Okay, I gotta get the washer now. Okay, now that magnet still seems like the best idea. Oh my gosh. Okay, there. Now, I have that off. Now the battery will pull out. Watch this. Ba-ba-da-bum. You know, if you care about your paint, take the screws out of the bottom, obviously. Oh, I got it. The other post is not undone. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh. That's just step one. Well, this is my solution to get the battery to turn back on, is you take a good battery or a good car, basically jump start that battery, and now I just double checked, it had 12 volts going to the posts. So hopefully now, after a few minutes of doing this, I'll be able to throw it on the charger and then it will accept the charge. That's the hope. So just let this car warm up, unhook all this, put it back together, put that in the garage, and then try to charge her. Well, it's not going well. I still had to hook up another charger to get the real charger to think that the battery is going to work, because it had a sulfonated air, whatever that means. Just means the battery's hosed. So this charger is putting like 5 amps on it, and that's putting a tiny bit of amps on it. And then hopefully I'll be good enough to get it started going, hopefully. So now I guess I'll unplug the other charger. let it think for a second. Maybe change this to higher to 15 amps and let's see what it does. Or is it gonna get an error right away? Right away. See? Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Okay, we're finally making some progress on the battery here. What I have done is charge it on the low setting. It was like at 2 amps for a while. After I actually had that hooked up simultaneously. This is an older style charger. It's not as smart, but it's semi-smart. So you just can't force the battery to charge. If it still doesn't have 12 volts, it won't work. So while that was charging it, then I put it on the 2 amp slow charge, let it finish. This one turned off. You see it's got the green light because it noticed it was getting plenty of power from the other battery charger. So it turned off. So then this finished doing its 2 amp cycle. Let it sit for a little bit. Now it's going at 15 amps and it says, there it goes. It's actually charging. It was at 51. Now it's at 62. So hopefully this battery will be okay now. So I kind of zapped it back to life, hopefully. So I think it's working finally. Look, it's at 82%, charging on low. Finally, many cycles later, it's like my 3rd or 4th day just messing with the battery. I'm telling you, you can't be impatient with this. I might be able to resurrect this battery, but the damage has been done. That on the lowest torque setting possible. I don't use it to ever torque anything down, because that doesn't need a lot of torque. Okay. Alright, let's see if she'll start. Wow, that's really low. That's something. That's a thing. That's bad. You won't stay running. Open up the garage door. Cool, yeah.
And that's how 2023 ended for me. I definitely let the car sit for way too long because two bad things happened. The battery went dead, of course, because if you leave it hooked up for an extended period of time, it's just going to go dead because it's running the security system and the computer's always on standby. So that will pull power. So even after a month, you're probably going to have a pretty low battery. Me, on the other hand, completely drained flat. The good news is I haven't done that to my car since. I mean, I haven't let it sit that long for that much time without starting the car, because lesson learned. So I try to start the car at least once every 3 months now. Once a month is probably more ideal. And when I do start her, I put the car in gear so that engages the pump on the transmission. It would be better if I moved her back and forth, but I still have that back flat tire, and I have it kind of jacked up on some blocks so the tire won't get misshapen, so I can't really move the car. But it would be better if you move the car back and forth a few feet. That's the plan coming up the next year. Also, I didn't spend any money on the car in 2023 because it just mainly sat in the garage the entire year. So for the first time ever, there are no year-end totals on the C4 for 2023. Somehow, in 2024, I let the battery go dead like that again. But I did figure out a better way to get that battery rebooted. So you'll see that in the next video, and I also get to do some picking on a parts car and get some sorely needed items for the C4.
About ready to come out here. Oh, there it goes. And then this thingy. There it goes. Just pry that off. There you go.
Is there going to be totals in 2024? How did I fix that battery? And what parts did I get for the C4? If you want to find out, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on the C4 adventure thus far. Have a great day and happy C4ing.